All right, y'all. Guess what? We got a special edition of 810 Flint Unite today. Y'all come on here, subscribe. We need y'all to subscribe to us if you have not already subscribed. We need you all to share, like with your friends. We got a special edition tonight. We got some people here in the building. You see, I got Mr. Mike Clack and I got Mr. Rich Jones. What I'm gonna do while I'm sitting here trying to share, we want y'all to share to other people. But while we're sharing, I'm gonna play something for you for about 2 minutes and play y'all my new theme song that's gonna be coming on. We're gonna be having it connected right to me, but we're gonna have it. We're gonna play it right quick for you.
Flint, stand up. Flint, stand up. It's too tough. We living in a world where there is no justice. We living in a world where there is no dreams. We living in a world where the walls are crumbling. Poison and losing is all it seems. We living in a world where we had to stand up. We living in a world where we have to win. The only way we can win in the world of injustice is we gotta learn to love ourselves from within. It's a big job. It can be done. We have to learn to live as one. Praying and hard work is the order of the day. Stop, look, and listen to what we have to say. Unity means one, togetherness is for all. United we stand, divided we fall. Unity means one, togetherness is for all. United we stand,
divided we fall.
Here to bring you together, we can conquer the world. Flint versus Goliath, only need one hurl. No more injustice,
we need justice.
No more injustice,
we need justice.
No more injustice,
we need justice.
We need broken promises, can we trust us? We living in a world where there is no justice. We living in a world where there is no dreams. We living in a world where the walls are crumbling. Poison and losing is all it seems. We living in a world where we had to stand up. We living in a world where we have to win. The only way we can win in the world of injustice is we gotta learn to love ourselves from within.
All right, y'all. Hey there. Hey, everybody. I see y'all tuning in. Just so y'all know, that song was performed by my son, Mr. Dante Hendricks. Lyrics written by yours truly, me. I woke up in the morning and started just feeling some stuff that was going on after leaving a council meeting. And he told me, he said, I got you, Mom. I'm going to make sure that I get this for you. And I was supposed to be rapping on the song a little bit, y'all. But when he got through doing it, it sounded so good with just him on there. I was like, ain't no use in messing with that. Let him have his shine. So that's my son, Mr. Dante Hendricks. So tonight, we're coming in with a special edition tonight. Just want you all to keep my family in your prayers. I won't be on Sunday, but I'll be sharing this again Sunday at 5 because I had a couple of deaths in my family. And this a whole lot of stuff been happening in the last couple of weeks. I'm like, wait a minute, hold on, what's going on? So I'm going to be traveling to go to one of the services to a very close friend of my brother, Mr. Moses Ivory. I will be going to his services. I also will be want to give a shout out, my condolences and prayers once again to my niece, who her husband transitioned and they buried him on Sunday. They're down in Memphis, Tennessee. I had a couple of friends attended the services yesterday for a brief moment for an old classmate, Mr. Brock Murphy, and his sending out my condolences to his wife, family, and his mother. You know, I got a chance to meet them for a quick second. But just let you know that, there's so many things going on in the world. We just have to be careful. You got to start just figuring out what we can do and how we can love on one another. I see my son. I know I can see everybody up there. I see my son in the comments. Dash Cash 513. Thanks, son. You got on here late. Probably missed your song being played, but I did play you. Fire, son. We love it. We love it. We love it on you. So before we get through, go any further, I want to bring Mike Clack on because he is a candidate and he's running for state rep. Which district is it?
70.
70. That's us here in Flint. I always get them numbers mixed up. Plus, when I learned what the numbers were, they switched them up on us. So with the redistricting, so he's districts 70, but I want him to come on real quick and say something to you before you have to go, because he have something going on today. So I want him to go ahead, and I'm gonna introduce him, and then later on, me and Rich Jones gonna have a conversation. I'm gonna be able to talk too. So if you don't know, I'm gonna be putting a picture up on Facebook, but Mike Clack sign is in my yard because I am supporting him. We want you all to support him. So I want you to go ahead and take the floor, Mike, before you have to leave.
So yeah, I got an event over at my park at 6:30. So I'll be out of here in about 10 minutes. But if you are available, come on out and check it out. You can have the opportunity. This is your opportunity to tell me, candidate, hopefully your state rep elect, to what you expect of a state representative, what you expect, what you want from me, what you would, a Mike Clack state representative tenure would look like. So,
Yes.
Then I can kind of tell you what, my vision is for the district. So, I'd like to talk.
Okay.
I'd like to listen.
Yes. Let me just tell you, I'm going to tell you my first experience with meeting Mr. Clack. And he probably don't even know, but he was working up at Greater Heights Academy. And I saw how he was handling the children and the teachers, because you got to go visit these schools. You got to see how your children is being handled when you're not necessarily around, or how they handling other people's children. And he was directing traffic, breakfast this way, whatever, classroom, okay, it's time to get in class. Not hollering at any children, just telling them and directing them, and they was listening to Mr. Clack. Well, I still didn't know who he was. I said, okay, that's a cool teacher. Okay, that one over there cool too. I'm listening to him. Get to Kwanzaa that year, and somebody said Mike Clack was here, because I think he was running for something then too.
That was county commissioner.
County commissioner. Yeah. And I was like, oh, was he? He was here. Still didn't know who he was. And then I think the next day when you came, they said it was you. I said, oh, that's the man that worked up at the school with my granddaughter. So just to let you know, sometimes you see people in their other elements outside of the political world. You can see what it is that they do and how they normally handle people. I like the way he handled the children. And then he moved on and became on the school board, which I believe he served us very well in that capacity. And he still will be there till at least to November.
December.
Yeah. Into December. So we got to get him from there to where? To Lansing. We need him. We need somebody who's going to stand up for us. We need somebody who knows government, somebody who knows what the role is that he's going to be playing when he get to state rep, not trying to figure it out after he's there. We want him to go in there. He already know what it is he need to get done. He already know what it means to represent us here. He's already been doing some of that work. So I just appreciate you going out there on the limb every day, doing something more and more every single day not only just at work, but in the community.
I think it's important for people to understand that the main thing, like, you are an elected official, but you are a public servant.
Yes.
Like your main job is to serve the public, not the public serve you.
Right.
And I think that a lot of people, once they get elected, they get, the whole purpose misconstrued with why they were elected. You were the people voted for you in whatever capacity, so you could serve them better. So because the people need what they need. That's why they elect you. But a lot of times when people get elected, they get a little sense of authority, and they go to their head, and then with authority come influence, and then if you can't handle that, then the power come with it too, because you can you can make things happen or not in our situation. You know what I mean? So and that's one of the reasons why I decided to jump out here and run for state rep, because we don't have a voice that's really speaking for us. It's more of us that I was thinking, like, it's more of us that have experience going to the gas station and putting 5 on pump 3 than, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody go and fill up their car, because I can't afford to fill up my car every time I go down there. But it's a lot of people that don't got the money to fill up their car, but they still got to eat. They still got to pay their water bill. They still got to pay their insurance. And I bet it's a lot of people ain't even got insurance. They can't afford to pay, insurance and phone bill and water bill and gas bill and light bill, and you know, it's like some gotta give. So
Yeah.
that's one of the reasons. You know, it's like somebody gotta stand up and do it.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is just honest. I'm not throwing shade, but I feel like I'm a better candidate, you know,
Yes.
than my opponent, and I feel like I, and not just saying I, because it's not just I, it's gonna be a we. Like it's
Right.
not. I'm not. Y'all know me. You know, a lot
Right.
of y'all don't, but we'll change that. But it's us. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like if I go to Lansing, we going to Lansing. Like it's gonna be.
Exactly.
I don't plan on just going and just leaving my, you know what I'm saying, my support at the crib. Like no,
Right.
we are going to Lansing, and we are going
Right.
to be something that they haven't had, you know, experience in at least the last 10 years because
Right.
we had lackluster representation.
Yes. We need the representation. I just remember the whole issue with and not trying to bring up that negative light. How did our state rep miss getting us the funding to balance out the school budget?
I either not show up, not. I mean, it's just, you know, I
Yeah.
just
Not
don't.
necessarily a question for him, but that's just a thought. Like
I just
they missed the mark.
and
Our
it's crazy
children.
because we have people like if you paid attention to my social media, I
Mhm.
went down to Benton Harbor a couple of weeks ago,
Yeah.
and I went down there to speak to their school district, and they had a press conference, and I spoke at their press conference about Benton Harbor's debt being relieved, and they're down there. Shout out to Elnora Gavin, she's
Yeah.
fighting for us. You know,
Right.
they put on their agenda at their school board meeting to go to Lansing and advocate for us. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
and that shouldn't have to happen when we got a state rep that's down there that's, you know, rubbing shoulders with the people that all she had to do was at least try.
At least
You know
try.
what I mean? Like if Benton Harbor can do it, why can't we?
Right. I know Benton Harbor was in a very poor state and they had a lot of things. I went down there. Unfortunately, my cousin who passed a few years ago, right before COVID started, went down there, and then just listening to his classmates talk about how they all went and was advocating because they wanted to close their old high school.
Yep.
And they fought to keep that high school open.
Yeah, it's still
and I
open.
was just like, wow, they took the time and made sure that they fought for it. But that comes from the state, they stay rep helping them with making sure that they was advocating properly for them. And that's a school, I mean, that's a city that's got a lot of financial devastation.
They are like a mirror to us.
Yes.
They are, you know, it's they're just like Flint. Everything is, you know, they just a smaller community.
Yeah.
The same issues that we have, it's like looking in the mirror when I go down there.
Right. Right. See, that's just so much. And then, Mike, let people know how they can donate to you and how they can also come and help you because he needs footwork. He needs help. I know on Saturday, me and Rich was out. We was helping with
shout
passing
out
out
to y'all, man. I'm so thankful for y'all for that.
And I'm gonna tell you, the job that I'm working right now is ending this week. And like I say, I gotta go and do a little thing. He's just saying, oh no, because he know I'm gonna be calling him. Rich, get up. 7:30, 8 o'clock. Get up. It's time to get the mark. Time to make the donuts. Yeah, I'm gonna get them up. But just knowing that I'm gonna be off, and I was actually planning a trip. I see one of my friends in there. I've been telling her that I'm coming that way, but I'm really I know it's important for me to be here till at least after the August 6th election because it's things that I done missed out on because I'm always working. If y'all don't know, sometimes I'm out from the city at least about 11 hours. If I work an 8-hour shift, it's taking me an hour to an hour and a half to drive to Detroit to work and then hour to hour and a half to drive home. I'm exhausted a lot of days. So y'all may or may not see me. And then sometimes just going to the city council meeting, y'all don't know. I'm feeling like this because I got to stay awake to try to stay in there. And I say, I got to go home. So I'm exhausted and tired. But just know, I'm coming back. We got him, and not only just Mike, but we got other people. But we want to come out there and help y'all. Come on, just let them know y'all want to help them. Inbox them on Facebook. We just took flyers and started going out. We didn't have to stand right there with Mike. He needs you all over. He wasn't even in town.
And that means so much to me because y'all probably hit more than what I would be able to hit. So that really do mean a lot.
And we're gonna hit some more.
So I'm getting ready to go home. But after tonight, when everything's said and done, because I got another podcast after the park.
Okay.
But I'm gonna design some new lit, order that off. Hopefully
Okay.
that'll be back tomorrow,
Right.
maybe the next day. But it's a battle and it's a fight. And I'm not one to sit around and and cry about if
Right.
people gonna help or not. It's
Right.
like strap up and going out there and get it.
And
You know
get
what I mean?
it.
Like
Right.
that's just how it is. So if you'd like to help, I'd appreciate everything.
Right.
You can donate to my Act Blue. It's pinned on my Facebook.
Okay.
It's pinned on my Facebook. So if you go to my Facebook page, the state rep page or my personal page is pinned up there. Should be. I don't do Cash App, not with my campaign.
Okay.
I just don't want to get into that.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the best thing. Don't do
I
it.
don't want to get into that Cash App. Just certain. Once you give over a certain amount, then you got to have certain information. And, so I don't even want.
It's best not to go through it and do it.
So
if you can.
I'd appreciate it if you did. Hit the Act Blue, where you can just type in your information, and you can donate. We going out this weekend. I gotta, man, it's so much. I'm sorry, Miss Hill. Like I gotta order some more shirts. Like I gotta order some more presses. So it's a lot. So just inbox me what you need, and hopefully I'll be able to get it to you. I know you already asked about a shirt. But yeah, just inbox me and I'll see what I can do.
Mike,
right.
What's up? I don't mean to sound harsh or nothing, but it's a blessing that you're running out of material. And you running out of shirts.
That means he got support. That's the support.
And keep running out of shirts.
Well, I don't wear all the shirts, so I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, Mike, I need one too.
Yeah, I gotta get one too.
I like if I'm like, man, what I'm gonna wear today.
That's right.
Shout out to everybody that.
Right. Because one thing I'm gonna say, I know you gotta go. What your mother said, she talked about how when her and your father have been running, she said, sister, sometimes we be strategizing to 2 a.m. and then be back up at 6 a.m. back out there on the trail. Yeah. So, it's a lot of hard work, and I appreciated hearing that. I can still just hear her saying that it's a lot of hard work when you out there campaigning. Yeah. We all three of us done been out there on that trail several times, and for ourselves and helping others. So just remember, Mike Clack, and if you can, get over to Mott Park because he about to go over there and give y'all some information and get some information from you on what it is you want to see him do and bring to the table.
That's the most important.
That's the most important thing.
That's the most important thing because I don't want to just go out here thinking I know it all because I don't.
Right.
And it's crazy. I'm gonna end up with this. Like it's crazy because you would think, with me having two parents that were state representatives, I know a whole lot about, what I mean? But you can think but until you get into a certain role, just like with me being on the school board, like you don't really know nothing until you get there. You can study Robert's rules and you can study other school boards, but once you get there, you start getting your hands dirty. You start to see you can't really study for all of this. You can't really get prepared. You got to live through it and you got to experience it. But I do want to say, I do have two parents that were state representatives. So it's not like I haven't picked up on some things over the years.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying that, and I used to play as a kid in the Capitol. You know what I mean? I used to take my remote control cars and play in the aisles. And, I remember that type of stuff. But at the end of the day, you never know what you pick up on until it's time for you to utilize what you done picked up on.
Right.
So you might think your kids ain't paying attention and they ain't listening to you, but it's in the back of their mind. They they hearing it, and when they least expect it, it's gonna come up, and that's what's going on right now with me.
Right, exactly.
These things are unconsciously coming to me because I've been around it my entire life, and not in the negative route. Not negative, not trying to get over on nobody and try to see how much I can get, because y'all know me, that ain't me. But just in the positive and helping folks and being there when people need, even if I can't help. And I just got to say this too, man. If you ever knock on my door, I ain't gonna cuss you out.
Yes,
I'm not gonna cuss you out. Like I'm gonna try to direct you in the right way. Now, if it's 2-3 in the morning, then we gonna have other issues. But if it's a respectable hour, as an elected official, you can't just be cussing at folks because your address is public.
Exactly.
Your address has to be public.
It has to be. In order to run, you got to sign your address on there. Let them know where you live.
It's got to be on your signs. It's got to be on your lit. It's got to be on all. It's got to say your address. Like you have to put that in so people can know where you representing. You know what I mean? You have have to live in that in your district or your ward or wherever it is that you represent. So your address. Don't let people think that you it is just a foreign thing that people knock on your door, because I've been living with that my whole life. People knock on my parents' doors, you know, and tell them what they got going on. My dad couldn't even hardly never cut the grass without people stopping at the house. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm gonna end with this. I remember multiple times getting up in the morning and people done thrown trash in the yard because, you know, they didn't agree with something my parents did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then voted on or
Wow.
said. So it's not uncommon. I've been dealing with this my whole life. You know,
don't take it personal.
So it's not personal, but it's kind of hard to not, because it's like,
That's
hey,
how,
what I do, you know, but
Yeah.
you still ain't gonna make. Oh yeah, shout out to Dante Towns. I forgot my boy Tato. Shout out y'all. If y'all in Mount Morris and Beecher, go vote for Tato, please.
Yeah. Okay. Got you. Okay. Cool. And what is he running for? He run for trustee out there. Okay. Got you.
Yep.
All right. Vote for Dante Towns. Okay.
But it was. I see y'all. I'm already late.
He already late, so he out of here. Remember, get with him. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate you coming by. All right, thank you. Oh, wow. So that's interesting. So y'all heard him, but I'm going to tell y'all this. I'm going to go and take it a little further, because we saw some signs being put out a little earlier today. If y'all got signs out there and you know that they in the wrong place, call the state on them and report them, because those signs are not supposed to sit between the sidewalk and the street. Report them. I hate it, because I know a couple of people I like, these signs is in between there. A couple of people I seen their signs up there say, hey, move your signs, because I'm about to go on here. We about to start. Remove them signs. Those signs is illegally placed out there. They will pick your signs up because you got them in the right place. So why they not picking up their signs and they in the wrong place? They should. The back of City Hall right now should be full. Big signs and little signs. It should be full back there. I remember some signs I didn't even put in between the sidewalk and the street. My signs was in the back of City Hall. My signs was pulled up and put in the street. You remember that night we went out there that night, a couple nights before the election on Sunday night, put all them signs out there, me and Rich was out there putting out my signs. It was 9:30, 10 o'clock at night in November, that Sunday before election. What happened the next morning? Got up and went out there, and they done took my signs and threw them out in the middle of the street. I rolled back through.
At least you could pick yours up.
I rolled back through.
Mine disappeared. I called one of my opponents like, hey, man, your signs been missing. Oh, man, ain't nothing been happening. My signs and all.
But look at the sign. Look at the video that Claudia Perkins had put up that time, catching people pulling up her signs. Y'all know who it was pulling up her signs. She was running for state rep. You know who was pulling up her signs. I ain't got to say. But they pulled up her signs, and they had the video of them pulling up the signs. And the man told them who it was that asked him to put up the signs. So, y'all, come on. Let's be for real. These people that's running, that we're supporting, let's get out there and support them one way or the other. Ask somebody to go out and just help them. Help them. Give about 30 minutes, an hour. You'll be surprised how many pamphlets you can put on people's doors. A block at a time. That's all you need. A block at a time. Do a block a day. You know, we trying to get them 10,000 footsteps with the exercises. So let's get out there and do it. Okay, I should probably get this mic over here. What you think? You can take that one right there. You gonna get it for me? Y'all might see him all up in the
Could just roll that one.
You gonna see the producer all up in the videos. He trying not to get in there, but we got him. Okay, y'all can. I know y'all can hear us pretty good and stuff. So, you know, we can move from over to Mike Clack. Still go out there and support him. And I wanted to bring Rich Jones on today for two reasons. One, I just wanted to bring him on because I know he is a candidate that I did state on Saturday in a live that I am supporting for the 3rd Ward Council seat. If you haven't heard it, now you hear it. I am supporting Rich Jones for the 3rd Ward Council seat. I just think that sometimes I don't want to go into the mental health aspect so much. I do, because I think that as a people, and you heard my song in the beginning, how are we going to do anything if we don't learn how to unite? We can all have a difference in opinion. I'm with that. I support that. I have people on a daily basis I don't necessarily agree with. However, it's the way that you do when you don't agree, how you handle that. It's always a way to do it. And there's some lies that have been told. I'm just going to say it straight out. Lies, bold lies that have been told on Mr. Rich Jones. And think he needs a fair aspect to be able to clear the lies without attacking anybody. Because I think what happened somewhere or another, there was a break in communication. And I'm just going to tell you, some of you all may be familiar. Some of you all may not. I'm a member of the Nation of Islam, and several years ago, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan asked us all to go to the Church of Scientology and learn their technique they have called Dianetics. In Dianetics, they have what they call an ARC. It's a triangle. And if one of those three aspects is broken, you can break a relationship. So one of the aspects is affinity. Affinity is actually love. Do you truly love a person? Because when you love a person, you act and you respond in a certain manner. Even if you mad, disagree, you act and respond in a certain manner. The other one is R, and it's ARC, A-R-K, R-A-R-C. It's R, it's reality. Just because it's your reality don't mean it's my reality. Facts. Do we have a difference in our reality? Why is our reality so off? Because reality, the truth is the truth. No matter where it comes from, it's not your truth. It's not my truth. It's the truth. So if you got something that's different than me on the same thing, somewhere or another, somebody ain't got the truth. Stop saying that, because your truth, if it ain't the truth, is a lie. And then you got C, which is communication. Let's talk about communicating, because when you don't communicate, that's when you can surely break the realm of reality or the love, because you fail to communicate with one another, because many arguments or differences can be cleared by pure communication. Oh, I thought that's what you said. Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. Now let's get it together. But did you communicate it and then spread the lie like the lie was the truth? Now that's a serious breach of communication. And some of these things have to stop. Quit going and telling people you want unity, you want this, when you lying. You don't want it. Quit trying to make out like everybody else is the villain when you don't want it. Let's be for real. I don't have to ever like you, and I don't have to ever work with you, but I should not be trying to cause harm for you. What is that getting us? That's not getting us anything. Nothing. There's nothing going to prosper in our community or get us to be further advanced as long as we're constantly doing that. Stop it. Just stop. Just stop. Like I said, we don't have to ever deal with one another, because I got people right now. They can all bear witness. I tell them, don't call me and ask me. Many of y'all in the thread can know I don't talk to you. I ain't messing with you. I ain't doing it. I got people around me that I know. I just can't, we can't work together. Maybe one day in the future we can work together, because I still believe in in atonement process. I still believe that. Nope, let me finish. I'm bringing you in a minute. But let me just tell you something. If we don't stop it right now, we can forget it and throw it on out the door. There's no need of none of us going out in the street working, getting no signatures, trying to get nobody to vote. None of that. If you ain't going to stop with tearing down our community, we have to stop that. I love it. I love y'all. I really, truly do. And it's been times here recently I said, you know what? Pull yourself back away from the stuff that's going on in the community, because it's starting to get too ridiculous. Just ridiculous. I'm on 810. I love 810. It's my 810 family. Regardless to what happened, this is my 810 family. But guess what? Some of you all who have a problem with 810, y'all my family too. Y'all my family, but I know where to draw the sign. I don't ride middle of the road. I'm just going to stay out your way and out your mess. But I don't ride middle of the road. Don't ever get that twisted. If I see you being messy, I'm going to stay away from it. If I see you being a little messy or big messy, I'm gonna stay away from it. And I'm trying to stay myself away from mess. I've gotten better with saying not today and walking away from people. I've gotten a lot better with it. A lot better. And I'm even getting, and every day I'm getting, because I used to could be like a boom, boom, boom. What? I don't care. But I'm getting a lot better. And I'm still a work in progress. I ain't got all the way there yet. Some days you're gonna catch me good and right. And that what I just said, gonna be out the door. But for the most part, but I can tell you this, and I ask this, and then we're gonna go and I'm gonna let Rich start to talk. I want to tell you all why I support him. If you see Sister Audrey out and something happened, usually if I go off on somebody, it ain't the first time it happened that made me go off on them. Usually it's not the second time that an incident done happened. If you see me going off, I'll even give you 3-4 times, because I try to give people a chance, an opportunity to say maybe they're having a bad day. But what I want you to do for Sister Audrey, if you see me out, come pull my coattail. You need some water or something?
Yeah.
You ain't got no water, do you, Nick?
I'll be all right.
Come pull my coattail and say, sis, come on, let me separate you from this. Just grab me. Don't later on tell me, say, oh, boy, you was going off. But you was there and you saw me. You know that's not what I do. Come and grab me. Come and grab whoever. Come grab whoever, and please, let's try to get the control back in the community the way we need to, because I can feel something coming. I can feel an anchoring coming to where it's a setup of some sort. Just be careful. And I'll talk about what my feeling is of the setup. I'll talk about that closer to the end of the show. But let me just say this right now. One of the reasons why I'm supporting Rich Jones, I'm going to just start at the very beginning. When I was running in 2021 against Liddell Lewis, didn't have to call Rich Jones to go out there with me or be on the phone with me. If he couldn't get to me, they helped me with passing out literature. He was out there knocking on the doors. He and Eric Mays. Those were the two that was out there that supported me hard. He looked like he looked early because he know when we start to talk about we going out, we call each other 7:30 in the morning. What's on the agenda today? Let's get it up and let's get it in. He knows that. Rich was doing that. I think somebody had a joke about you, Rich, because he was showing up securing me more than the people who should have been securing me. He was showing up. They was like, here comes Sister Muhammad and her security. Because they knew if I was there, Rich was there to help be my protector. I sat and watched Rich talk to Eric Mays about stuff that Eric Mays hadn't thought about. And he would say, Eric, I know this sounds right to me. I'm feeling that it's right, but can you help me? In some cases, he said, can you help me? And he sit down and reason with him. He ain't the only one. I talked to Gina Luster was there. Corey Smith. We used to sit with Eric long term, even after the meetings was over, and would talk about what was going on. So I'm telling you, I know who introduced. It wasn't Eric that started talking about balancing out the water fund from the ARPA funds. This is the person who took it to Eric. And I was like, he's like, explain it to me. So I'm saying, and I'm saying it because I got to say that one lie that I've heard, Rich. I got to say that because I've heard it said that Rich is riding on the coattail of Eric Mays and trying to copy what Eric Mays was doing. We all taking some from the book of Eric Mays because I looked and seen how he maneuvered it. And so what? If he saw something Eric was doing was good and he want to take that and be a part, but don't think that he's no copycatter. Because he ain't riding on that coattail. That ain't the only thing that he done brought to the table. We used to sit and have talks. And I just want you all to just know that why don't we give him a fair chance? Like you want to give some of the other ones a fair chance in running. And why are you talking about him and talking down on him when you don't even know him? And I hate to say it like that because one of my listeners on here, they know I love you and I ain't saying your name because I ain't calling you out. Love you, baby. We'll talk after the show. But I had to ask them, that person, do you even know Rich? They didn't really know Rich. They only knew what they were hearing. That was the negative things concerning him. And this is what I'm talking about. When we talk about building a community, that's dividing. That's the vision in the community. You hear a rumor and we run with it like it's the gospel truth. Stop. Just stop it. Just stop. Just stop. Another story. I hope I don't get in trouble. I love you. But somewhere or another, it started somewhere. And I'm gonna call him my brother from another mother. My brother, please call us Dennis Pfeiffer. Please call us. Because somewhere or another, somebody fed you some garbage and said that this man borrowed $100 to get on the ballot. I'm gonna tell you one reason why I know he didn't. Because if Rich needed $100 to get on the ballot, he could have called me. I'd have gave it to him. Now, so I know that ain't the truth. So anybody who's spreading that lie, y'all want to just spread a lie. For whatever the reason is, don't do it. Go back and retract that because that's not true. And I'm gonna give him his chance to speak, but I'm full. And I've been full for a minute. I've been holding on to stuff that I've been hearing for like several weeks. And then it just here this last couple of weeks, it really became intense. But I pulled myself back because, like I say, I'm dealing with quite a few deaths. And I'm trying to just make sure that I'm in the right headspace. I don't want to vent on anybody something because I'm feeling something because I done had some issues that done happen in my family. But that's not the truth. If you got the receipts to show that he borrowed the money, present them.
Put some money behind it.
Put some money behind it. Bet him on it. Put some money behind it.
Put $1 million on it.
He only needed 8 signatures to get on the ballot.
Put $1 million. I borrowed $100.
He only needed 8 signatures to get on the ballot.
Put $1 million on. I can use that. I can donate some of that to y'all.
If he couldn't get 8 valid signatures, he shouldn't be on the ballot. Not when we had to get to get on the ballot before. You had hundreds of signatures before, and the support he got over there in the 3rd ward, he didn't. Right, I'm with you, Lorraine. And so what if he did? You know what, Lorraine? Let me just tell you this. My son, when I told my son was so pissed. He said, so what if he borrowed it? Why are they concerned if he borrowed it? He was upset about that because he know. Come on. Y'all, come on. Let's stop. This is like the lies. I just want y'all to just stop saying we don't want to be mad at nobody. We want us to be a family.
We ain't mad at nobody.
We ain't even mad at nobody.
Y'all politics.
But the reason why I'm speaking and saying it, because I hate to pull you in on this, but I heard Mickey say when you let stuff just keep going and you don't address it, then what happens? It keep going because I got lies on me. That I don't let keep going because I don't pull myself back. But I'm going to address that before I leave here. Not in a negative way, but I just want you to know Sister Audrey ain't what y'all done heard in the lies about her or nothing else. So I want Rich to talk to you all a little bit about what it is that he has to bring to the offer, to the table for the 3rd ward. Because I'm going to be honest with you. I done seen him out there in the trenches. I met him when we was running and helping Karen Weaver with her campaign. I done been introduced to him and been on 3-way calls quite a bit with him and Eric Mays and heard the conversations. They done brought me in on them. So I want to give him a chance to speak and say, Rich, I'm sorry I done said a whole lot of what you probably said say. But come on, I'll let you say.
So I want to thank you because you just reminded me of Eric Mays. You know, I used to go on podcasts with
name is Erica Mays.
Yeah.
he used to call me Erica Mays, y'all. I'm just sorry, y'all.
You are correct. but real talk. I used to be on podcasts. Mm-hmm. And they be all in the comments. I'm not reading these comments because some of y'all say some nasty stuff. Shout out to everybody that appreciate me and love me and everything. But they would be in the comments. We want to hear what Rich got to say.
Yeah.
but you allow, but I like to feel that. Yeah. That's the reason why I wanted to be on council when I ran, because all I had to do on city council is vote.
Yes.
Eric didn't told it. He done it now. Yeah. Eric did everything. Yeah. He did everything. All I do is vote. And then every now and then, when he get to being too cocky and stuff, I had to throw something on the table too and get to, expressing my resolution. Right. Because, we work together. We always work together. And I'm gonna tell y'all how me and Eric used to work. Eric, like right now, Eric would be sitting where Sister Muhammad is. It'd be a table right here. You could not enter this way.
Right.
It would be all kinds of stuff. Table full of stuff. And Eric be winning cases.
Yep.
Eric be winning cases.
Yeah.
And that's where Eric was when he passed. I know Eric. He was getting ready to defend himself against the state of Michigan.
Yeah.
He was finna defend himself. Right. So Eric is the kind that'll go through all that paper, and there's another lady y'all gonna have on here, Liberty Bell. She's gonna be here. Now, Liberty Bell, she'll be in there. Eric say, hand me a folder, hand me this, and Rita this, and all. And she'll be right in there. Me, Eric, you need some cigarettes. You need some drink. You hungry. I'll go get him whatever he needs to be comfortable there. Go get it, give it back. Holler at me after you get done. And then he'll call me up, Rich, so-and-so, whatever. So when it came to the water fund conversation, first of all, let me bring it all the way back to Ed Nelson. May he rest in peace.
Yeah.
The one that helped me create Feed 60 that people ignore every Christmas Eve.
We ain't gonna go into that.
We ain't gonna go in, but every election day, me and him would hang the whole 8 to 8 or whatever, as long as we had to be a bursting.
Right.
If you brought somebody, and we never was campaigning for the same candidate.
Right. So
if you brought him something to eat, you brought me something to eat. You brought me something to eat, you brought him something to eat.
Right.
If he had company, off the time I was, people would come around. I remember one candidate, I ain't gonna mention his name.
Right.
And me and Arthur Woodson, we passing out literature for Karen Weaver against Dan Wilder.
Right.
Somebody was running for Third Ward City Council. Don't want to pay his campaign staff. He could just run up to me, well, we're all in this together. Here, when you get on this, give on this.
Yeah.
I remember that person.
Yeah.
But the only thing we had in common, because I was just getting back in town.
Yeah.
Was that person, Miss Weaver.
Yeah.
We both was connected to her. So anyway, I called Eric up. Now we getting back to the water. Nope, I gotta finish with Ed. So at those election days, Ed used to be like, man, Rich, fuck this. Ain't none of them saying shit. And I'm talking real talk. And so when I talk about recalls and I get to cussing, y'all gonna be all in them comments, all nigga, but I'm telling the truth, so it don't matter. And y'all don't like me anyway, so it don't matter.
They like you.
No, if
people attending like you.
If it had to come to the point to where I say, when you say the word Rich Jones, put some money behind it. And instead of putting some money behind it, you do that, gonna take me in there. Those kind of people. No, that's why I'm not even reading the comment. Shout out to everybody that got something positive to say up there, though. So he said, fuck that. And we've been hearing this lately because I also relayed this before. Until they talking about fixing everything, all of the water mains, and bringing it all the way to the kitchen sinks, they ain't saying nothing. No matter who they, and his brother was running for office at that time. against the person that handed me that letter saying I'm with Weaver. Pass this out too.
Right. Yep.
So
I know. So now I'm gonna speed you up because you know we limit.
Oh yeah. Then I call Eric Mays. Now that I talked about that, and I'm hearing it again. I'm hearing it now, but people try and bring it up like they brung it up. But long as it's being brung up, I don't care. If somebody that was on that city council with a zero balance everybody water account, what? Oh, y'all only did it. Man, thank you for doing it. Why you think I'm saying it? I'm glad people want to repeat what I said instead of at the time that I said act like I didn't say it. Let all these years go by. Now it's coming up again.
Yep, it's coming up again. And I'm gonna bring them up to speak because in 2021 when we was running and Rich ran as a write-in candidate, and it's so crazy because today in my memories, the picture of you with your write-in candidate shirt on was on my page. I had a picture of Mike Clack, several other things came up. I'm like, whoa, okay, it's getting close to election time. All of these things is coming up. I'm gonna go back in my memories today and repost it because it made me feel good. I posted the thing when Clack was running for county commissioner, I think it was. I reposted that because it made me think about the happy times when we all was together. But at that time, we sat on that front lawn and Rich Jones said, zero out the water account. And we get those, we started talking about the water rates and you could get us back in line. That was in 2021. And he kept trying to introduce that and bring that. But he wasn't, it went on deaf ear. But some of us didn't forget that he brought it up. And I'm going to ask this and appeal this to any council person. If they ain't on here listening and y'all see them, y'all talk to them, don't be afraid to present something. Even if you're the only one, it's not a waste. It's not a waste of energy. Even if don't nobody else support you,
put some pressure on them.
Put some pressure on it. Keep putting it out there.
I'm
but guess
apply
what?
That pressure, y'all elect me.
Then I'll know that you care about us. Because I personally say, you ain't bringing up the stuff and the issues that's concerning the citizens of Flint. You don't care about us. I don't care who you is. Sit up there, all 9 of the seats. I'm saying this to everybody up there. If you don't bring up what the people and the citizens want, whether you the only person bringing it up and the only person standing up on it, I'm going to say you don't really care about the citizens of Flint because we all been screaming about water. From how long ago? 2014.
Before y'all spent a dime
2014. We've been hollering about fix the water.
When it was called the Pandemic Relief Funds.
We've been asking y'all to fix the water. So start to bringing it back up. Please do.
Find ways to do it now because y'all done blew the money. Let's just keep it real. I want to be elected so I can legally go and find and get the word out easier to the people how they can help themselves. Exactly. I want to be able to push people like Melissa Mays when she walk up to the podium and say that there is ways that y'all can help your water fund. Because they done already messed up.
Because there's a lot of grant monies out there.
How
y'all don't know the billionaires that donated money to Flint that we never seen. And I'm not talking about the stuff that came to the state and got through. There's a lot more money that's been donated across the world for Flint.
Let me ask you a question. Wouldn't you rather talk about that than if Melissa Mays had the water pies removed?
That's
Wouldn't you rather talk about that?
That's not here nor there. Leave it
I'd
alone.
rather be talking about helping people keep their houses and get their water bills, Lord, and help the city of Flint. This was also ways to help the city of Flint balance their messed up budget.
Right. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. Let me give you another hint. What you gotta do is you gotta listen to people when they come to that podium. From the city, from the citizens to the council. How you know if it's somebody you should be supporting is you listen to what they got to say. If they ain't coming up there with something tangible to talk about, they might not should be your candidate of choice. Because I'm telling you, all that hooping and hollering and screaming back and forth between the council and some of the citizens and back and forth, that ain't gonna get it. We don't want to replace them with the same things that we already got. You can't replace the ones that's up there with people who ain't the similarities. Because remember back in 2021, we wanted to see something new. The only 3, we had 6 new council members. We said we wanted to see something different because we weren't happy with what we were seeing that was going up there. And I'd be daggone if what we got now is worse than that. I'm just going to say collectively together. I won't say everybody. I'll say collectively together, the council we got now is worse than the council we had before.
Can I cut in for a second, sis? Let me tell y'all something. You see me and my sister sitting right here? We are the 5th and 6th votes that got Eric Mays suspended for 90 days. Y'all thinking we were sitting on that council, Eric would have got suspended for 90 days?
Nope. Nobody would have got suspended. And I'm going to tell you, somebody came to me and said, Jackie Poplar said to them, she disappointed, even though she support one of those council members, she disappointed because she said when she was on there, they never wanted to suspend somebody off the council 30, 90 days. Let's get for real. We just abused. You know, they say call for the question is one of the most abused Robert's rules that there is. If you go Google it, you'll see.
I would never call that, but I would pass my word.
They need to have at least where they go at least after 2 rounds, maybe. But dang, give it a chance. You don't even, at least every council member should get a chance to speak before you start to doing that. Them ones that keep doing that and abusing that, they need to go too. Y'all already know who it is. We ain't got to say no more about that. But Rich, I'm just gonna tell you, you know, Mickey, you got. I know we supposed to only have about 7 more minutes. We live. We good. Okay. Oh, Mick said it's good. Spaceless Sprocket say keep it rolling, sister Audrey. We not gonna keep y'all. Yeah. We not gonna keep y'all long because we just got so many things that's just happening. We just cannot keep allowing the dysfunction to happen. It's dysfunctional. It's very dysfunctional. I know we ain't got much time, but I know it's something else. What else we had? You sent me some stuff that you wanted to talk and make sure that you address.
I wanted to talk about the recalls. And I had to get somebody straight earlier today.
Okay.
Let's cut through the chase.
Okay.
The county clerk has always had the last say over the petitions, the votes, everything at the end of the day. Okay. And then if somebody over the county clerk or somebody else got more priority than it is, but the city clerk, no.
Yeah.
That's why right now, by saying that the city clerk no longer handles the petition, it don't matter anyway.
Right.
Let's talk about the recalls. Let's keep it real.
Okay.
First recall against Liddell Lewis, which was we had the wrong voter in. No, I'm gonna bring it all the way back. This is my 3rd time on 18 saying this, which is a shame because some of you people that be saying negative things because y'all had tuned in those days I called in. But anyway, the way it was taught to me from Eric Mays was, if you need 100 signatures, get 200.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, he said that to me too.
And I said it on y'all thing too. Yeah, that's all yeah. And the weather is, you know, I said it right here, called in on the phone. If we did not have 1,400 signatures, we was nowhere. They had between 900 and 1,000. I don't know the exact number. So much stuff that happened since then. And I was saying, because of the way we was collecting signatures. Now, if we were just me, and let me say something else. People knocking doors was me and Terrence, Miss Beverly Biggs' husband. The signatures that we were getting because of my system, we didn't need 1,500 signatures to recall her.
Right.
But because our signatures was added with the lady, I think it's Carl's wife, I'm not sure, the lady that filed the language, and another gentleman. Yeah. But because of the way that they were gathering signatures, we needed 1,500 signatures their way. So when you put the two together, I'm trying to do the math, and the math ain't math. So
what area? Let me ask you this: what area?
We was in the wrong area because we got the voter info. We was getting signatures off of the wrong voter information. Mm-hmm. Even though we was getting signatures off with the wrong voters information, it was very important,
right? That
when I told her, go back and get permission to get 200 more signatures, and I guarantee you that she is recalled. If you go back and get 100 more, and we had the days to get to 200, let me keep it real.
Right.
If you only get 100, I'll give you 75, 80% positive that you're going to recall it. And if y'all check the number, whatever the count was, it was less than 100 short. No matter what. If you would have added everything, the missing, the whatever they said, far as my missing to sign, putting a 23 on one sheet, and and what I forgot another some easy like a 23 like a 23.
Right.
I missed the 23 and something like that. And then I'm gonna say something like this. I don't even blame the checker for that. Y'all gotta remember every one of those, and some of those pages didn't even have 12 signatures on it.
Yeah.
So every one of those papers, even the ones only had one signature.
I'm just reading the comments. It do need to be addressed because it keep happening over. The only way you're gonna correct something is that you address. It's not that we're trying to be negative with it. So just know that it's not that we're trying to be negative with it. We're trying to address the issue.
That's why I'm not even paying attention to that screen.
So we can move forward because the negative. Well, we'll leave that alone.
Listen, the truth needs to be told. And because of that person, I'm going
that's a part of the lie.
And so when the 100 signatures wasn't granted, the 200 signatures wasn't got.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna even say what Eric May said because they got pissed and everything, but Eric May said it because, like I said when I was talking about Mr. Nelson, they cussed.
Yeah.
They cussed. So anyway, because of that, when Dominique counted them, there wasn't enough signature. Now remember, everybody, I'm gonna say this once again because y'all really haven't been paying attention for months.
So let's hurry it up because we're gonna run.
Okay. I'm gonna just finish. When Dominique counted them, it was not enough signatures to recall the deal the first time.
Yep.
So we gonna stop it there. So it didn't matter about the 6 sheets or none of that. It didn't matter. So remember we was getting it in the wrong area and with the wrong voter, and we gonna forget the area, confuse people. The wrong voter information.
Right.
Because we did not have enough signatures with the wrong voter information, it went into the second recall.
Okay.
Now, here's another mistake that was made. Real talk. When you was told you had 11 days because you went the second time with the wrong, once again, you were giving the wrong voter information the first and second time you went out to get signatures. With 11 days left, you was given the right information, and then you turned the signatures in 11 days.
You could have took it and extended it. So
you could have did the whole 60.
We know because we know that there was some things that could have happened better with the recall, and we just hope and pray that we learn from the mistakes that was made. So I want to say this because I want to sum it up. Now, Sonya, me and you talk. You taking it that he becoming aggressive because he's tired of being lied on. He's tired of being lied on, and I'm tired of being lied on. So, Sonya, that's my cousin, and I love her, and I'm just gonna put it out there. But let me just tell you something. And the reason why he may sound like he's being aggressive is because he heard the lies that was told and the lies that was told and implemented him in some of the lies. So like the lies that was said, you ain't been out there helping. This is the man that's responsible for Eva Worthing getting recalled. Let's put the truth out there. He's the one who did it. He was the one that was out there knocking on doors. I wouldn't have to go there. These comments.
That's why I don't read them. Yeah. That's why I said don't read the comments.
Okay. Let me just say that, and then we're gonna end it.
Let me say one thing.
Because let me finish up. Let me finish it up. And the reason why is because there was lies told. Now I done sat back and been quiet. I done been quiet for 6 months. But let me tell y'all something. I ain't never been mad at nobody because they supported Maurice Davis. Never.
Facts.
And that's a lie that was spread. I ain't never been mad. Let's stop that. This is the stuff that I'm talking about. And you heard somebody say that. And like I told the person who said that to me, I said, well, who told you that? Somebody. And you know what? I'm sick and tired of them relatives, them brothers, that last name is said. They said, somebody said. Kick them out the door because you keep coming and saying that. That let me know you said.
Don't put
not
no money
them
up.
said. You said. So I'm just letting you know. Yeah, you're right. It's your opinion, but you don't even know the man. That's what I'm saying. Y'all don't know somebody. But let me just tell you. Let me finish it up. Maurice Davis. I love Maurice Davis. He my brother. I supported him the first time when he ran. The first time I supported him. I did not support him the second time because he did not deliver to the community. And when y'all knocked on doors, people said they were not supporting the community. I got told and got a phone call. Rich, don't even say it. Rich got a phone call asking him to ask me not to unblock this person so that they could call me because they wanted to put their support behind me. Now you're flipping off and saying, I ain't supporting her. I'm going to support Maurice Davis. But you the one that said you want to support Maurice Davis because he was out there supporting Trump. You want to support Maurice Davis because when you knocked on the doors and when the people came out and said they were not going to support him because he didn't do for the second war. It wasn't me. You spread that rumor around. I didn't do it. So quit lying on me. Please quit lying on me. I tried hard not to say nothing. We can have our disputes off camera, but you want to bring it to the camera. I'm going to bring it to the camera. Stop lying on me because the ones who want to believe your lie, they had a problem and an issue with me from the very beginning. Whatever their problem and their issue is, they had a problem and an issue with me from the beginning. I ain't got no problem and issue with none of y'all that's in here in these comments. None of y'all. I don't have a problem with y'all. Most of y'all, I don't even know you. If you walked up on me on the street and said hello, I wouldn't even know who you was. So why would I have an issue with you? But I don't like the fact that the lie was taken and spread the way that it was. Family, and I say that very candidly and I say it very loosely. Family, let's stop that. Let's stop that kind of stuff. Some of these things, the reason why it has still kept going on and kept filtering on and the lies are being continued to be told because I didn't address them the first time. I was hoping and praying it would just go away. I ain't got no reason to lie. One thing I never told anybody is that I went out and got 100 signatures. So whatever signatures they had that I collected that was turned in is what I turned in. But I ain't never lied and told you I got nothing. So tell me where I'm the liar at. Because I ain't never said it. But I got signatures at the house from the first recall that never got picked up and turned in. So tell me where I lied. I didn't lie. And you ain't even got to tell me because if you believed it, you're going to stick with it and you're going to stay believing it. If you did, you didn't. I'm just telling you this. I'm saying it because sometimes I'm probably sounding like I'm aggressive right now. You're damn right I am.
You ain't saying what they want to hear.
Because I'm not going to feed.
You're not saying what they want to hear.
I'm not going to feed the candy to you. I'm just not. I'm going to bring it to you, the hard facts. You're right. We family. I love you just the same. But I'm telling you, you are wrong. And your opinion that you're saying is wrong. And you basing that on something that somebody else done fed you. Quit basing what you think about folks on the garbage that somebody else is putting in your ear. I'm going to say this because we're going to close out. We're going to land it and we're going to let it go. I'm going to say to you 2 prayers that I say every day, several times a day. Been asked to say it 7 times a day, but I think 7 times a day, but I'm going to go back. I'm going to get it in. 1, they both from the Holy Quran, Surah 113 and 114. O Allah, I seek thy refuge in the Lord of the dawn from the evil of which he has brought. Wait a minute, let me get it right. O Allah, I seek thy refuge in the Lord of the dawn from the evil that he has brought, and from the evil of intense darkness when it comes, and from the evil of those who cast evil suggestions and firm resolution, and from the evil of the envier when he envies. And I also say, O Allah, I seek thy refuge in the Lord of men, the King of men, the God of men, from the evils of the whisperings of the slinking devil that whispers into the hearts of the men from among the jinn and the men. I ask that you cast out, and I'm saying this is me saying this, I ask that you cast out those negative comments that people come to you with, the negativity that they like to bring to you. Cast that out. Because it's not fair that you do that. You doing yourself an injustice. That don't mean that after today you got to support Rich Jones. That don't mean after today you got to support Sister Audrey.
But you gotta be honest.
But be honest with yourself. There's people I'm not supporting. There's people I'm not supporting in the races. But it's not that I'm not supporting them because I have a problem with them or I have an issue with them or I'm spreading a lie that's on them. That's not the case. I just ask and appeal to you as a person to do better, right. to do better. You know, we can't just keep ourselves going on like this. And I apologize, Mickey, if it started to, I don't want nobody to start looking at you.
It's sad. It's sad.
They're not gonna judge me on what y'all do.
That's good.
But
it's sad. Rich.
I get it, but I just don't want to have where every time we like 8-10 the platform where everybody want to get their beef on.
They get on.
Because me and Rich was beefing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it ain't.
I ain't even said nothing about what you said in the clubhouse.
Because y'all cool, y'all coming with Rich.
Yeah, but I'm just saying I don't want this to have this where this thing is the platform where it's gonna be the best. Even from guests coming on, even from the show host,
right.
Even with me, I don't want to have like what we think is just our thing to get it off.
Absolutely right.
We all got our own lives. I'm just being honest. I'm just saying.
I'm just being honest.
I just want to say but it ain't just for
now
you.
You call me.
It ain't just for you, but I don't want to be like these things. We all got our own Facebook Live and we got our beef. This for the guest and for the host for ourselves. Because this how 8-10 getting brought in because it's just like. Because I'm reading it like we all, even from, I'm being honest, even from guests. I didn't let Art come on here, slang his shot at people. It's just like, listen.
Well, I got to address this. So, Angie Mac, wait a minute. So, Angie Mac, let me tell you this. The reason why I'm addressing, be quiet. Angie Mac, the reason why I'm addressing it, because I'm going to address the comment. The reason, getting in the office, I ain't got no problem with the lies being told on me. The lies that was so look, the what I do have a problem with is these ones who walking around here acting like they your friend and trying to be up in your face and then knowing good well that they got a problem with you behind your back. Be straight up front. I ain't got no problem if I get in office. I don't even have a problem if you don't support me. That don't bother me at all. Period. Because Sister Audrey gonna still be who Sister Audrey is. Rich Jones gonna still be who he is. So I don't really have a problem with that. Like I said, you said, what if I get in office and somebody lying on me? They lie on everybody. They lied on Jesus. So why would I think that they would? Why would I think they lied on Eric Mays? They've been lying on me all along. But the person I addressed the lie because the lie was told here on 8-10. Now we're done. We done. We out. That's it. Boom.
Don't be part of trick.